Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy full moon in Aquarius. It is August 19th. Um, and we have one of the most powerful supermoons happening right now. It is very intense. Very, very, very intense. So if things are feeling very interesting and heavy, this is normal. This is one of the most powerful. I'm going to take this off my mic. It's going to be the last thing. One of the most potent, and I don't want to use the word that's coming through is forceful, but I don't like the energy of that. That feels very negative. It's a very potent, very, very potent moon. And by that, it means, so with full moons anyway, we are being shown how to release. Full moons are about release. They are about letting go of what no longer serves us. And this moon especially is about letting go of the parts of ourselves or anywhere in our life where we are not showing up as our fullest expression of ourselves, in our authentic power, in our medicine, anywhere that we are not being true to ourselves, anywhere that we are not speaking our truth in social circles, in relationships, with family members, in your job, with your business, with your children, anywhere where you are not able to show up as your fullest expression of yourself, that is what's coming through. So if it feels very crunchy, if you are in the space of, really feeling the pressure or feeling like I can no longer tolerate any of this, it is very aligned. It is a very aligned energy for right now. It is, I've had a lot of people reaching out saying they like blew up to their, not blew up, but like vented to their bosses for 2 hours because they could no longer keep going what was going. I've had people say that random people have come into their life. Some people are just like, I am no longer tolerating this. It's a very like, fuck it, I'm gonna do me energy. And if you cannot stay in that energy of me being myself, then feel free to leave. And that seems a little harsh, but that's really where it's coming from. It's like there is so much chaos happening. There is so much going on in this world. It's really time to focus on yourself. It's time to say, okay, how can I stand in my power? Because when I stand in my power and I show up authentically as me, I'm teaching the others around me that it's safe to do the same thing. So if you have children, if you have a partner, if you have, coworkers, if you have, clients, whatever it is, by you standing in your power and showing up as your authentic self in every single sense of the way, you are showing others to do the same. So it's gonna feel crunchy. I am never one to sugarcoat things and be like, oh, it's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows because that's not the reality. And another piece that came through is, we have been calling in light for years. We have been calling in a lot of light. And with the dark, when a light comes in, the dark has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. And this moon has really been about showing us where our shadows are, showing us where we are unaligned, and showing us what is needed in order to get to that next step, to get to that next level so that you can live your highest timeline. Because that's where we're here. We're here to live our highest timeline. We're here to call in all that we desire. And by calling in all we desire, we have to be willing to let go and make space so that everything that we're calling in is aligned and feels good and we can hold it. Because if we cannot hold what we are calling in, the universe is not going to give it to us. So this is very sticky, very yucky, very bleh. And it's a lot. I'm just gonna put my phone on do not disturb right now. There we go. And yes, so I'm going to invite you to get into a position of comfort. I'm listening in now of what is trying to come through. I'm hearing ancestral healing, a lot of karmic things being broken. We're just gonna get right into this because it's already happening and I'm very nauseous. As soon as I connected to the ancestral and the karmic lineage, it's coming through. So I invite you to get into a position of comfort, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's sitting or lying down. The only thing I ask is that you do not listen to this while you are driving. If you are, please pull off to the side of the road or just come back to this at a later time. This will be recorded so that you can watch it at any time. we're just going to call on the deep blue dragons now to call on and clearing our space, your space, all spaces. Past or to future, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down. I expand out as far as I need to receive these now. There's a lot clearing already before we even getting into this whole thing. The energy of this moon is very intense. It's a lot. It's coming from like your solar plexus, your that is your power center. There's also a lot in the back of the head and the neck. Very interested with that there. So we're just gonna allow the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is wanting to clear out. So we're just gonna call in the blue dragons out to clear out your space, all space, all places. Forward. There's a lot happening right now. We have Archangel Michael is coming in and he is cutting all cords of attachment to any, he's saying the cycle breakers, the karmic cycle breakers, the ancestral ties, any soul contracts that have been completed, but you have not separated yet. We are severing those now if you feel and accept that it is able and you are willing to do that. We're calling and separating any contract that is just no longer like null and void. Like null and void contracts we are done with people, places, or things. Anywhere we're holding on to resistance, anywhere we're holding on to resistance to letting go, we are just gonna release that now. Barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, expand out as far as I need to receive these now. We're just gonna go down from crown to root. I'm going to temporarily install your dragon tails now. If you already know how to do this, I invite you to do that. The dragon tails just help you ground deeply and connect to the earth energy. Allow it to receive, to ground down deeply into Gaia. I give myself permission to connect to Gaia now, and I give Gaia permission to connect to me. We slow down to the heartbeat of Gaia. Okay, that's feeling a lot better, a lot. The energy is now moving down instead of just like staying in the center. Gonna root down, ground down, root down, ground down. If you have, I'm sitting cross-legged on a chair, but if you have your feet on the ground, I invite you just to envision, really grounding down from the base of your spine, your sex organs, just really rooting and grounding down into the earth, into Gaia, giving her permission to help you release, help you receive by releasing, by letting her hold you and support you. And there's a lot of energy around like feeling guilty about giving her negative energies, but she's here to remind you that she can hold those energies, she can transmute those energies in the most delicious and powerful way. We're just releasing and releasing. There's a lot of resistance. Some of you are holding on and like feeling like it's not safe to release some energies, but it is safe. She can hold you. You are not damaging her. She loves these heavy, dense energies because she can transmute them into lightness, into medicine. The mushroom dragons are coming in as well now to help decompose any dense energies that maybe you're not unwilling to, but hesitant to gift to Gaia. Gifting them to the mushroom dragons can help decompose and make them more palatable for Gaia. Mushrooms help decompose the earth. They're very powerful. And mushroom dragons are amazing at helping just to release and hold, like the natural cycle. You think about the earth and like think about the forest and the forest ground and how it decomposes, and there's all these beautiful, delicious nutrients that are being gifted into the earth. The mushroom dragons help you break down and compost all of those heavy, dense energies, so you're not doing it alone. And they're helping to disperse it through the mycelial network, which we are connected to through Gaia. and through our dragons. The earth has the mycelial network as well as the meridians, and we have meridians in our body. And when you connect and combine them both, it's a very cohesive relationship, very healing, and it's a cycle. When we connect ourselves deeply to Gaia and her meridians, we are constantly gifting and receiving energy. This is where grid work comes in as well. And now we're actually, we're at our root now. So we're at like the low back. And I am just going to clear out the urinary bladder meridian that runs up the back. It's the largest meridian in the body. You don't need to know where these are. It's relating to anxiety. Oh yeah, there's a lot clearing. Whew. There's a lot clearing there. It runs from up the back of the legs, up the back. It is the most yang energy. It's the sea of all yang. Is this? No, that's the two meridian. Clearing up, up, up. And now it's moving up. So it's starting at the base of the foot, or actually the pinky toe, and going up the back of the legs, up the lower back, up the spine, up to the upper back, up the back of the neck, wraps around the head, comes down and lands on your face. We're just dredging those energies. You might feel some physical sensations in that area. You might not, and that's okay too. Regardless, it is working. Now we're going to dredge the stomach and spleen meridians. They run up the front side of the body. Like overwhelm. We're clearing out overwhelm. Just allowing those things. It's a lot to do with like the digestion system as well. We're just allowing those energies to clear and nourish. This is a very grounding energy. We are also in the element of the earth element right now, which is late summer, which is we're taking everything that's happened during the summer energy, that fire energy, that very spicy, full, potent energy, and we are pulling it with us into this grounding. So we're seeing what we are willing to take with us into these next energies, into the winter, into the air and the water, and until next fire season. So this is a very grounding energy that we're feeling. The mushroom dragon is very, very present right now, just helping to, it's almost like pulling out toxicity, pulling out dense heaviness anywhere that we are unaligned, anywhere that we are willing to let go, any masks that we are using to, we're holding up masks to protect ourselves, so to speak, or masks to live for others. And that's the biggest thing right now is like it's time to dismantle and like take off your proverbial mask and gift it to the earth, because by you putting on a mask and pretending to be somebody else to make others happy, you are doing so much more damage to yourself. That does not mean that we have to be rude or cruel or nasty or bitchy or negative towards others. That is not what it is. It is speaking from your heart, speaking from your truth, standing up for your power and saying that I am sorry that you feel this way, but this is what I'm doing for me. It is also the energy of like, no is a complete sentence. It is not your responsibility to be at the beck and call of others. You are here for yourself only, and if it does not align to your truth, you do not have to say yes to anything. And sometimes we're going to feel the guilt or the shame of saying no and putting yourself first, but you are never required to do anything for anybody else. You never are. You don't have to do the PTO stuff. You don't have to do the extra shifts at work. You don't have to go and help your friend move out her house. You don't have to, make dinner for your partner because he's miserable and exhausted. You don't have to go out of your way to do something that doesn't fill you with joy. This is your permission slip to live for you. And that does not mean that you have to be a negative person. If you have the space and time and you are wanting to do those things, then please do them. But if every part of your body says, no, I don't want to, that is not selfish. That is not cruel. That is standing in your power and in your truth. And if others can't see you for who you are and you being and standing up for yourself and saying no when you need to, then they are not meant to be in your life. And that can be a very hard realization, but it is not your responsibility. You are not required to do anything for anybody. Family members will sometimes make you feel guilty about not showing up for them at the level that they expect you to. But that's what I want you to stick with, is that they are expecting you to do something. They are expecting you to live up to their standard of what they think you should do or be or act. And that's not why we're here. We are here to stand in our power. We are here to clear and manifest and live the life of our dreams. We are here to heal the collective. We are here to heal ourselves and to heal those around us. And not even heal those around us, but hold mirrors up to those around us. And we do that by standing in our power. We do that by authentically being ourselves, by showing up even when it's hard. We do that by having self-discipline. And that is another thing that's really coming through right now, is this energy of self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the most powerful decisions and things that you can do for yourself. Discipline is doing something not because you want to, but because you know your future self is going to benefit massively from it. Discipline is saying, I really don't have the time. I feel like I don't have the time right now. I should be doing something else. But you know within your soul, you should be meditating, or you should be doing yoga, or you should be journaling, or you should be working out, or you should be eating healthy, or moving your body, or whatever it is. Discipline is a declaration to yourself saying, I know that I am worthy. I know that doing this right now is going to help me get to where I'm going. It is the definition of how powerful I am, and it is a self-love declaration. Discipline is self-love. Discipline is one of those powerful things that you can do for yourself. Because when you make a dedication to yourself, you are saying, I am here for me. I am putting myself first. And it is so powerful. And when the universe sees that, they give you more. Because you're understanding and you're trusting and you're listening and you're willing to do the work. There's this misconception about manifesting where you just call things in and it's going to randomly appear in your lap. That is not the reality. Manifesting is opening yourself up and then listening to the guidance available. And that is where discipline comes in. When you're asking for support, when you're asking for answers, and the universe says, go meditate. You can either have the discipline to go meditate, or you can ignore that. And the universe is going to continually bring you through the same lessons over and over and over and over again until you create that discipline within yourself, until you create that authenticness, that power. Now, there's a lot clearing in the third eye, in the crown chakras. I invite you to take it. We're going to do a couple of deep box breaths here. So you're going to breathe in for a count of 5. We're going to do 5 today. We're going to hold for 5 and release for 5. You're going to do deep belly breaths. So belly release. I invite you now to release your stomach now. Let it out. We spend so much time sucking in our stomachs. So we're just going to take a deep belly breath for a count of 5. So we're going to hold for 5. And we're going to release slowly for 5. Inhale for 5. Hold. Release. One more. Inhale for 5. Hold. Release. And you can continue that cycle of breathing for as long as you feel called to. If not, you may breathe normally. Just moving my body back and forth, but the energy is moving. There's a lot stuck. I'm feeling in the back of the head. It's radiating up and out. Moving it through. Invite you just to check in on your crown chakra. Just like be like, are we open? Are we receiving? Are we releasing? Okay, I just got another wave of release. So apparently mine was not open all the way, or somebody's not open because it just started moving. Barriers down, barriers down, barriers down. Expand out as far as I need to receive these now. Oh, oh, oh. My eyes are watering now. There's a massive energy release. I'm just going to allow that to move, to shake. Oh, my whole body has chills now. We're just allowing it move. Oh, there's the Kundalini. There is the serpent rising up and going through and down. And now we're nauseous again. Release, 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 release. There's a lot in the throat, heart, the solar plexus. Oh, Medusa's coming in through very strong right now. So I'm going to allow her to move some energy out. And Kali Ma. Barriers down, barriers down, barriers down. Expand out as far as I need you to receive these now. Oh, oh, that was really gross. That was nasty. That was a lot. That was very, very dark. It was like pukey, black colored energy. Oh, it is still spiraling up and out. Oof. Oh, release, 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 release. Giving ourselves permission to release and let go. Giving ourselves permission to release and let go. There's a lot. It's moving out of the solar plexus and it's into the high heart, throat, third eye space. Release, release. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. I'm calling in, there's an ice dragon coming in now. Okay, first there's a water dragon that's gonna come in and just wash away. They're like essentially pouring water down our entire, they're like washing us. They're washing away the mud. So that really gross, yucky energy that just came up was very muddy. And this snake and the Medusa like reawoken and loosened it up, I guess, mixed it up, and now this water energy is coming to wash it away. I'm just releasing it. It's very cooling, it's very nourishing, very healing. And now the ice dragon is coming in now to just breathe ice down the back of our necks and down our spine. It's like strengthening, solidifying, clearing, purifying. They're showing me there's like a shard of like an icicle just went down the spine and up the spine, and it's clear and it's stabilizing. You might feel some in the spine. You might feel a little cooling, maybe some tingling. And this ice is now fusing to each vertebrae, so it will not keep you stuck upright. It's going to flex and move with you. So what they're showing me right now is like, and I have it right here, like I have like my 3D dragon and how it moves. It's solid, but it moves. That's what the ice is doing on your spine. So it's fusing to your spine. So it moves with you, but it's very solid. It's encasing all of your vertebrae to protect. It's very powerful. It's like they're showing me like Ice Queen, but not Ice Queen, not damaging, not painful, not scary, not dark. It's very stabilizing. So allow that energy to circulate and move. So very called to twist. I'm just gonna twist. The other way. Oh. Okay. Just allowing that to continue to move. Anything else that wants to come through? Is there any more energies? There is a pure white dragon here. And it's showing up as like innocence. It's like the inner child who is afraid to be seen as who they are. They are so innocent. They are so pure, that pure white energy. But she is locked and she is scared. So she's asking for permission to come out of hiding so that she can show up as who she is. I say she, but you may put in place whatever comes to you. And there is they're like her she's chained to the wall, like her paws are, because she's been punished and banished for being herself, for speaking her truth. But she wants to come out of hiding. She wants to see the world. She wants to be who she came here to be, without judgment, without shame. And she's asking if she can come out. And if you feel called, you have the key within you to unlock her, to let her be herself so that she can show up as she truly is. And this dragon is you. This dragon is your purest self, your truest, highest self, begging to be seen for who you are. And as you unlock the shackles and you get closer to her, you embrace each other. And in that moment, it feels as though you are coming home. You are coming home to a part of yourself that you haven't felt safe enough to be, to see, to feel. And in that embrace, as you both consume and be with each other, things around you fall away. Things that no longer matter are being released. They are vanishing in thin air, without pain, without suffering, without fear. And all that will be left is the truest form of yourself, the power which you hold within you, the magic that you carry, the love that is within your heart. There is a giant light between the two of you, and it is growing brighter with every second. And soon it consumes you both, and you become one. As you sit in this energy, I invite you to just receive any messages, any healings, any gifts that are coming through for you. You are worthy. You are loved. You are allowed, and you will have everything that you've ever desired. This is your invitation, your permission slip to release the mask and to step into your full power, because you are safe here. You may stay here as long as you need to. If you're wanting to stay, I invite you to pause this audio and just stay in this space. If you're ready to come out of it, I invite you to start rubbing your hands, wiggling your toes and your feet. We're going to thank the dragons for showing up for us, for holding us. We're going to thank anybody and everybody who came into this, Archangel Michael, Medusa, ourselves, each other, Reiki, the elements, the full moon, Gaia. I'm going to seal this. Satnam. Truth is my name. And slowly come back into your body. And when you feel ready, you may open your eyes. I invite you to take this time to journal if you feel called to. And you may come back and do this as many times as you feel called to. I love you. Bye.